SFM, yeah. Hello, Edward.
Yes, hello.
A nifty recording of Michael.
Yes, hello.
Same words over and over again. I don't have anything
Yes,
else.
hello.
Hello, Dub.
I have like a Michael soundboard. Like, yo, he's totally here. I love pears. You sure do, Mike. At the
It sounds like those TF2 cuts.
date. Yes.
I was pretty sure so. Hello, Dub. Is Handsome Horse going to be here? No.
Talking about
I'm pretty sure they're talking about Warhorse.
so inflated.
Well, until we get Draft back here again, he's Handsome Horse.
Draft is handsome. Afraid draft is taken.
He's still dating that chick?
Oh yeah, he's talking about marriage and stuff.
It's only been like 3 months. Getting old.
Time
6
flies.
months is still kind of short to determine
Yeah,
marriage.
but when you get into like pretty cool.
Yeah, I need somebody to retire with.
Right?
Okay. Here we go. Sorry for late start. I had a microphone issue. I saw. I tried to figure out the issue that was causing the difficulty with the recording from Sunday, and that was causing that weird distortion thing. I figured I kind of figured out that issue. It was normally there's the same video streams getting fed to two different places, but apparently now suddenly one of them is saying F you to the other. So I had to do a weird pass through, and now it works fine. That's technically the legitimate way to do it. My way was just working. So it works now. But I reinstalled one of the softwares, and in doing so, it turned my volume to 0 on my microphone. But I'm like, I didn't touch the volume. I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of did. So, anyways, thank you for the sub, Mation. Let's go. That's there's no exclamation point or anything. It's just let's go. Ooh, woohoo. But thank you very much, and welcome, Cereal Apple Jacks. Those are the bomb. Yeah, I don't know why that's there. It's gonna be in there in the final too. I'm not taking it out. There's also Michael. He's here. Hello, Icemer. Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Midnight. Hello, Blur. Okay, I think I got the everybody there. Really not that much more done on here since you left because of the whole day of it crashing and having to redo something.
Wow. Oh, that's right. Your hard drive pooped itself.
Yeah, but it was actually recovering was easy.
Yeah?
It was just literally I plugged in the new drive. I went to the computer and I said recover, and since I named it the exact same, it just said okay, and it just started it took 6 hours I think to get everything over.
You still had lost like a day's worth of work, right?
Yeah, but
It's rough.
but days.
I wanted to help you, but I also was concerned if I did, you would murder me.
A day's worth of work, considering I could have lost everything,
Yeah.
is nothing. I'm
Yeah.
okay with that. Hell, lose a week of work. I don't care. So. So yeah, so that's everything's running fine on the new drive. I haven't noticed any difference in speed, mainly because with normal day-to-day use, an SSD and an M.2 have almost no difference.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I think we did some keyframing last time.
I always kind of feel like trying to help you with your computer stuff is kind of like reaching towards a dog's food bowl.
It depends on what the issue is.
You won't come back with your hand.
It depends on what the issue is, and most of the time it's issues that are it's like I know what everything I'm trying should work or something should, or if it just happens out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That, oh my god, like that's this one, the audio one, I figured out that issue. The other one, the recording thing on Sunday with the visual, I couldn't figure out what the hell happened. I didn't change anything with that, and suddenly it just stopped working.
Did everything just fall apart while I was gone? What happened?
No, it was Sunday. It was while you were going to be coming back.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've done some keyframing for
Apples,
this.
apples, darling, darling, darling.
So yeah, I like.
Apples, apples.
Well, midnight, we are here to remedy your poopy day.
I've been having kind of a poopy day, and I hope this makes it better. I hope it does.
Look at that face. How does that face not make it better? I'd eat a whole hot dog.
Just need hot dogs. She eats apples.
Hot dog apples. They can make hot dogs out of anything now.
Well, they have apple sausages.
They do.
Yeah,
Now-
we picked them up before.
And they got plant-based hot dogs, and then you just got to take the apple-based apple hot dog. with the
Apple-based
apples in it.
apple.
Yeah, the apple-based apple. It's like an apple.
It's like a chicken flavored or chicken fried chicken.
Yeah.
It's apple fried apple.
It's apples and apples.
She heard
Appleception.
you. Heard you.
Jones's apple dog. A real dog.
All right, so I think we're just I don't want to poke around with, well, I guess, you know what, we kind of can do it. I just didn't want to have it like 2 streams in a row where it's like, you know, that we did last stream, let's do it again. So probably can plan this a little bit more again. Oh yeah, I don't even hear the audio here. Okay, she's supposed to say books.
But they can't hear the audio.
Look.
They should be able to. Could you guys not hear it?
I don't know. I thought you were saying they couldn't hear it.
No, I like her mouth moved here and I didn't hear anything. Which means it's just, I can see right here, there's no audio. The audio should be passing through to you guys. Let me know if it's not. I did change that pass-through thing. I had to change the video source on stream, and so it could technically break the audio if that does like need some relinking thing. So I spent an hour today figuring out that video issue, and then when something else broke, I'm like,
Is Twiggle's mouth moved? Audio.
Sunset says.
Okay. Sunset's here. So.
Sunset hears it, so. Oh, Twiggles. That's this part.
Okay.
Yeah, this one does it. There's no audio file right here. I just need to put one there. Actually, I don't think. I think I just need 2 books.
Books? Books.
So essentially, you got the work done that you lost while I was gone.
We did the not the keyframing, the storyboarding for the later parts. When you were gone, I just went and like got some of the keyframing done on these shots. So that's why they're red.
See.
But we can get this figured out so we know our length.
Books.
I need a questionary books.
Books.
That's a good one.
You said word.
Questionary books.
Books.
There we go.
Books.
Yeah, I'm gonna move her lips for this a little bit to the side too. Oh, nope, that'd be just her lips. Just her lips, I guess. I thought I could cheat a little bit, but apparently not.
Books.
And I gotta do like the bones right. Put it there. So this one a little longer. This one. Huh?
I was just gonna ask people in the stream how their holidays have been.
That's that.
Did you win?
Bucks.
I
When you
wasn't
weren't
here,
here.
for it. Now I want to know. I want to know all the secrets, all the holiday gossip.
Bucks.
Like, did
Bucks.
Santa give you coal this year? Because
Bucks.
he gave it to me
Bucks.
every year.
You did?
It's horrible. And my parents laugh every time. It's awful.
Yeah. I don't know what the correlation is.
Yes. It's a mystery to me.
Your holidays have been days.
Indeed.
That's like, is that a good thing or not?
They have been
Relevant.
days.
Can I hide a Seuss audio clip somewhere in this? No. It's gonna be.
Bucks.
Actually, you know what? I gotta figure out where to hide me.
Bucks. Bucks.
Oh, right. You gotta
Bucks. Bucks.
self-insert yourself into this fanfic.
Bucks. 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 Bucks.
Yeah. No, hey, it's not a fanfic. This is literally my creation. I can
Yes.
do with it what I want.
It's your fanfic. That's why you can self-insert yourself into it.
Okay. Well, actually, no. This isn't. This is your idea.
I don't remember.
Yes, it was.
Well, then you gotta put me in there somewhere. And not a Pony OC. I just want to picture me sitting on the park bench in the back. You can do it. Oh, please don't. Don't actually do it. You're supposed to look at me and go, no. Do anything.
I don't know.
This will take way longer than I think you think it will.
No, I'm thinking I might need to grab the other hard drive out of my computer because I think it has Big Soup Time on it.
Oh no, you need big soup time.
I do need Big Soup Time.
I don't need. If I went over there with a magnet and just.
It was on the desktop, and I don't think I checked the desktop folder
Yeah.
for stuff that moved over. So I think I gotta go get Big
no.
Soup Time. But see, this is why I didn't wipe it, because if I would have wiped that drive, I would have lost Big Soup. That was a close one.
Oh.
You can never recreate that. I know, actually, I probably could.
It
but
would take you 2 minutes.
Bucks.
I'd have to find the original picture. No, I know which picture it was. It's the one of you sitting really depressed.
Staring.
Yeah, because you didn't know that I was recording you.
The one where I'm just kind of like super tired and blinking slow. Yeah, I remember.
Large liquid sustenance moment.
Bucks. 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 Bucks.
You don't have any ice in your drink.
It's a beer. How'd you like the nitro one or the narwhal?
It was all right. I'm a bigger fan of like sour beers, but for a dark beer, it was. I'd say one of my favorite dark beers is Guinness,
Bucks.
and that was probably a little bit. So I did like it for a dark beer.
I'm drinking the Broadway right now, and that one's. I think it's definitely sweeter, but I like the other one for not being sweet. I have to get that honey stuff though. I just want it for myself even, but
Bucks.
When you say honey stuff, I just think of mead.
yeah, but it's honey beer. It's really good.
Honey.
Let's go. What do you guys keep?
Let's
Oh, got my new PC up and running. Ooh. Oh yeah, you think you were talking about that before? That's good to know. I hope it's weren't running well for you.
I hope it is not on fire. That is a bare minimum you.
Bucks.
Because
So
I've blown up so many power supplies.
Bucks.
Like one time I turned on a computer after work on it, just sparks shot out the bag. Scared the crap out of me. I don't understand why you won't let me work on your PC.
yeah, but like you've tried to kill me like twice with electronics.
Yeah, well,
I'm just waiting for the one night that I figure out
trying to
you.
do it without any like spending any money.
I'm waiting for the time of the Roomba. You like happen to reprogram. It's gonna be over my bed with a knife.
I will admit, I kind of want to like tape a pony to the top because
No,
I think that would be amazing.
No, we have to get it because it fits underneath stuff.
Yeah,
A sticker of Sombra is what I want.
a sticker.
Yeah,
you need
because-
a pony in a maid outfit.
No, because then it would keep bumping into stuff.
Can we get Sombra in a maid outfit?
Probably exists,
Oh yeah.
but no, want to get the because it's a Sombra, so I want to get
It's
the
a Sombra.
Sombra picture
Yes.
on it. I want to get the one of him being all like stupid faced.
Sounds amazing.
It would be great. Butch says the holiday was great. Spent some time with family. Got some Iron Man stuff. That's nice. Iron Man is the best superhero. I got a Luna t-shirt, and it says that's pretty cool. I didn't get any pony stuff for Christmas.
I know.
I got to go to TriCon. That's even better.
Yeah.
It looked like it went pretty well. Love how the music is warping. What music is warping?
I'm guessing the music in the video. Is there music in the video?
No, there's no music in the video. Is it the background music? I have had an issue with it doing that before. Let me check here.
Your screen just randomly darker and brighter. Crazy.
Oh, it's because if it doesn't detect that anything's been changing, it dims it so it doesn't burn the pixels out. But then if I move something enough and something changed enough, it increases the brightness to make up for the difference. No, let me know if that's warbly. It is. I'll mute it. Okay. I think I know what caused that. I'll mute it for now. We'll go quiet. But yes, I know what causes that. And it's
Madness.
and again, it's a setting I haven't touched. Oh, wait. Has it been doing that for a while, maybe? No, this is 48 and 48. 48. Normally, if that happens, it's because there's something is 44 100 and the other one's 48. I'll just have it muted for now. In the background music is working for you. Change the stream quality and then change it back. It's a Twitch thing. Oh, was it? Okay, because that'd be good to know. I'll let it keep playing. We'll see, because it's different from my microphone, so that's fine. See if it works. But if it was because two people said such a thing. Oh no, was it two people? Okay. Oh no, there was just a one. Okay. Oh yeah, Pinky, what do you do?
You know, you could just put all the ponies on skateboards and then you wouldn't have to animate walk cycles.
I don't have to animate walk cycles anyway.
Or Roombas. If they were all gliding around on Roombas.
Bucks?
Vote on your phones now, chat. Do you want the ponies?
That would be kind of funny if like they're all standing around in town just going.
Yes, just riding around on big old Roombas.
You show two of them going by each other and they just wave really happy.
Yes. It's the
They bump into each other and they're like, "Oh, excuse me."
Yes. They have no control. It takes them where it wants to go. They're smart. They know where to go.
They're surprisingly smart little things.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, so the one thing that I did lose was the lip syncing. And I'm not going to do that again today because lip syncing is stupid. So,
Bucks.
so she's going to.
Bucks.
She has to actually be fully churned. I had originally had her, I think, churned to look at them, but if they had said something, she's going to be looking this direction already. There's nothing about that. But this is just storyboarding, so I don't need to much into it right now. And that way, she's gonna be curious.
Bucks.
And so, who should make a noise now? Pinky or Rainbow? Oh, actually, having them both say something like about the same time would work. So let's like here, something like this.
Awesome.
Yeah, like she had saying like, "How are you?" And so they both respond.
Awesome.
Flutters doesn't get to talk because she's off.
Awesome.
Flutters. So the whole joke behind this is there's two jokes that happen. Is it starts out looking normal because you know that's normal. She's just like
She's looking at this average like, ooh. Got that box half chance.
it's gonna stay there. I'm not taking it out.
Please don't.
It's Apple Axe.
Apple Axe.
No, so it's gonna be that this looks standard, but then it's gonna be pretty obvious pretty quick that all they're doing is saying a single word back and forth to each other. And people keep getting added and adding that cliche word. I call it cliche for it's not going to be named in the file. It's the first thing I thought of. But they're going to go back and forth for a bit. Like, it's probably going to be another like 6 or 7 seconds of different like ramblings. Then it's going to have flutters, and she's just going to swear. Like she's gonna say like the F-bomb, and I'm gonna have it beeped because beeping is funnier than not beeping. And And then I want to have it go back to look at everybody else, and I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to just have Rainbow say "awesome" or have one of them swear too, and then have them all start swearing.
I think you should name it sandwiches.
That would about makes much sense that the video is.
Yes. I like
Second one sounds a
sandwiches.
lot funnier. Kind of. So it depends on what you want to make the joke. Like, I think Fluttershy just suddenly swearing and then getting a blank-faced reaction from them is kind of funny in itself. Especially if after she says it and they're all blank-faced, that she just starts going on a spree of just swearing like nothing out, like full sailor.
Yes.
And not just one swear word, like literally just different ones over and over again. And then just like, I don't know, zoom in on them again as she's just going off on it. Or like have Scootaloo walk over and they cover her ears or something. Yeah, I'm trying. I can figure out. I think not just having her swear and ending it there isn't going to work. Having some kind of follow up is needed. No, you can demonetize. No, you can. You only get demonetized for certain things. Swearing, no. If I beep a type of swearing, you get the first level of 4 on swearing, and there is no. Certain type of ads will not play. That is it. But for the most part, I think those are just like kids ads and stuff, and I'm kind of okay with that anyway because I don't want to have it made for kids anyway. So, no, there's 4 different levels of swearing, of no swearing all the way up to you're just dropping it like mad, like. Or I think the main thing is, are you saying, like fuck or shit in the first 30 seconds of the video? That's actually one of the big ones.
Yeah, I heard that.
Awesome.
Mainly because I watch some other YouTubers who they won't cut swears out unless they're in like the first 30 seconds of the video, and then they'll beep them.
Awesome.
Oh, Kate, how was your day? Evening, morning, wherever you are in the world.
Awesome.
Yeah, hello, Kate. Good evening, day, morning, whatever it is.
Afternoon tea.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Okay, so she comes up,
Awesome.
and they're going to already a bunch at this point. Kind of turn to look at Twilight. Rainbow's kind of already doing that, but make sure of it. Twilight's kind of closer than I thought she would be. Sometimes it, like, for where they're standing, it doesn't feel like they're actually that close. I'm gonna back Twilight up.
Applejack looks like she's being ostracized again.
No, it's because I can't fit 5 people in a shot, so I'm putting her where she belongs, in the top 3%.
Somewhere in the background.
Essentially. I don't mean to do it to her,
Has
but
said.
well, maybe she should have been a better horse.
Wow. Look at him just taking shots at all
I'm
of
pretty sure
Applejack
you said
fans' waifu.
similar.
She's fine. I like Applejack. She's like,
Well, would she have been, if she was a better horse, would she have been higher in the list?
oh yeah.
There you go. Then that's exactly what I just said.
My favorite of the main 6 is Rainbow, and you can't beat that. Look at her. She's like super cool.
I know she is the
And-
best.
Yeah.
And you know what? Her voice actor is way better than Applejack's.
Yeah, right.
Way significantly better.
Like, I'm pretty sure when those 2 horses got into a relationship, Applejack was like marrying down. But I'm saying.
Yeah, background ponies get put in the background. Okay, so they do that.
Awesome.
I'll probably have her jump or do something like Pinky related.
Rugs.
So now I want to do.
Fucking duck.
You know, I'm just gonna say screw it. We're just gonna copy this shot because I can just grab from the, basically all of it, and out. Now, camera-wise, just no here, there.
Yes.
I got all of them in there.
Yeah, all the ones that matter.
Okay, so I can't do a shot like this because going from well, that was, I didn't even have the camera selected. Because going from a shot like this to this is just too similar. You don't do that. So the idea is I can switch to something like this though.
Just do a shot from behind them.
Behind these?
Yeah.
No, I'm breaking the 180 rule then.
Yeah.
There's a line that's been created between Rarity and Applejack, and if I start crossing over here, I am now completely violating that. So I can kind of go on this side of Applejack as long as I don't show her, because there's some implication. I can cheat that a little. But if I were to do this, that would be violating that rule.
Yeah.
It's because, in essence, a person that is a part of a conversation, if they're standing on this side, they feel that they are somewhere on this side of the conversation. If I suddenly swap, now they've lost their place. They were originally like standing over there, and then suddenly they're not.
Maybe
So.
you could have a shot just like on top of Applejack's back, so it's like she's riding a horse while watching the. Like right or back. There you go. That's pretty good. I like that shot. Look at that snoop. That's 3 snoops right there.
Well, yeah, but if I move to here, this is 5 snoot.
Got a point. But
It's her
it's
soon to be
cancer.
skin cancer.
I like my freckles. They're cancer. It's a slow growing cancer.
Okay, so
missed the plot.
my thought is if I do something like this, I can have Rarity say, because what I needed to have happen is I want to have kind of like just a couple back and forth conversation elements go on, so that when I start focusing on Fluttershy, I want to have it be like a cacophony of conversation being like over top each other and everything. So but I need to get to that point. I can't jump to that point. So Rainbow would be essentially looking this way. Can't have her looking in such a in a way that makes it look like she might be staring at the camera. So I have to.
That would be hilarious. If there was
Yeah.
one character the whole time that was always looking at the camera.
Yeah, if they were doing like this, even if that was where the character was standing, that's breaking the fourth wall. So you want to put it off enough to the side that she does that, and now I want to have her,
Darling.
and then she says darling.
Darling. Awesome. Darling. Darling.
And when she says that, then Rainbow will look over. There's head. And this camera needs to be fixed because it's a little bit backwards. Okay, better. I have to fix that later, but okay. And so she says, "Where I need her darling mouth."
Darling. Darling. Darling.
Where he's like,
Darling.
There it is. Already's fifth for me.
now I'm trying to figure out who you think is.
Darling.
I guess it's got to either be Fluttershy or Pinkie Pie. Who you think is?
Well, actually, then Rarity's number 4.
Yeah, that's where I put her.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to like her less, but like I find Pinkie is not. Pinkie's annoying for me, and Fluttershy is. She get better.
Yeah, she
For
did.
sure.
I think they all got better.
Well, I don't know. Applejack
Over time.
didn't change.
No, she never changed, but she.
Applejack got better, except for when she had her own episode. Then she got significant. Well, actually, everybody got significantly worse in their own episode. They're like, look at all these lessons I learned. And then as soon as they have a solo episode, they're like, look at all the lessons I forgot.
Well, that was the thing about Applejack. She never learned anything. She was stubborn. That was her whole character. She's a pain in the butt. Proud of it.
Darling.
But no, I always enjoyed like the whole Rarity. I kind of enjoyed just because of the whole like Devil Wears Prada
Darling.
aspect. I love that movie. I'm in it.
Darling.
It's a good movie.
As a
Meryl Streep's
millennial.
amazing.
Awesome. Darling.
Sure. No.
Darling.
Only millennials like that movie.
That's a millennial. Hermine looks really nice here. Who's? Hermine
I
looks
think
nice.
they're referring to rainbows.
I would think so too, because she got the cool hair.
You didn't
Though-
like this man.
No, but I think what bugging me right now is
It looks correct to me. They even got like the hair to.
it's
match up.
connected.
Yeah. They actually got it
Oh.
all lined up.
Well, it's because I don't know if I've ever seen green on the front. I was originally thinking like that should be yellow, but the yellow's over here,
Yeah.
and the green is connected to the back, which kind of makes sense.
I think they basically just figured her hair out.
No, because now this rainbow's not connected. It doesn't go orange green. Have you ever seen a rainbow? No, she's not Rainbow Dash. She's missing the yellows. So there's no Roy. It's not Roy G. Biv. It's Roji Biv. Yeah.
I don't know. Like her hair, her mane is like load up the other model.
No, it's all split.
now when I'm-
Her top and her bottom are not connected. So in
Yeah.
here, it's one flowing bit. On the other one, it's just cut in the middle.
Yeah.
And they'd put the three colors.
That overall feels better.
But the green feels like Brain thinks it should be yellow, but it's not. So instead, I see it as like snot,
It's not.
like
That's
an
snot
orangish
hair.
green. If I go back here, it looks green because I have context. But the green, there's like, where's the yellow's got to be? That bothers me.
Yeah, there isn't enough yellow.
Yeah, there's barely any
But
yellow.
there's not, but that's the way her hair looks in the.
Yeah, that is how it looks in the back, but it's not how it looks in the front. Never in the show. I mean, Pinkie looked like that at least a few times, but Rainbow never had green on the front. Oh,
I think you're right.
That the Raiders had no idea how to write a truly honest character. White lies. Well, no, I think that the difficulty with her character was it was already mostly developed and solidified before starting. So there wasn't too much to do with it. Her faults were just being stubborn, or not. Maybe not
It was
stubborn.
It was
Yeah,
stubbornness.
it was her
stubbornness.
unwillingness to change. But you only
that's
can cover that so much. Twilight had a bunch, or everybody's strengths had weaknesses, and her strengths were just like I kick trees. And she was simple character. It's not in a bad way. She was a country folk type person, and that's kind of what that character would be. But she just didn't have enough avenues to cover.
You're right. When they did it from the other side, it was red at the
No.
bottom.
Well, no, because
It's red,
okay,
orange,
if it's
yellow.
on the other side, is it yellow from the bottom? Yeah. Well then, see,
Yeah, that's not right.
it's not right. I mean, it kind of is trying to be like, look, she's all cool and she goes and like skateboarding and she does cool things, but she needs to dye this. See, that it's you're only a true brony if you get angry about things they change in anything and think it has to go back to the exact moment that you started watching it, or F everything. Screw
Kind
it.
of like the Rainbow Dash knockoff. I think it works, but you're right. It's not rag, but it does work really.
So do I put Fluttershy back here at all?
If I type Rainbow Dash into Google, the word jar doesn't come up till the third one. That's good.
Okay. No. Do I put Fluttershy back here?
Do you? You did.
I mean, should I?
I mean,
I feel like it
fine.
only
she
worked.
should definitely be like looking down or something. She should definitely not be the focus.
Well, no, because putting her like, the only thing that would actually work is like have her centered and have her looking back and forth. But I kind of want to do that later. I feel like I want to ignore her, like everybody else tries
Yeah,
to.
like it's pretty easy to ignore.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave her off for now. Because then people are going to ask the question, where's Fluttershy? And she's going to pop up. If I put her in the background, it's like I'm leading people towards something. And I want to have it be where I'm leading them in a different direction. Not towards Fluttershy, but towards the whatever the hell they're saying. Yes, it's not a rainbow, and I'm angry. I don't think they got her permission.
Didn't get rainbows.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they definitely should have started the green. It should have been more. Always good with the painstaking texturing.
Awesome! 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 Awesome!
I don't have any other awesomes, so I'm just going to use these two.
Darling! Awesome! Awesome!
If I re-downloaded Audacity... Oh, I did. Okay, good. I don't think I've opened it, apparently. The other question... Oh, I've got to keep that open. There's 2 new audio bundles I need to pick up on here. It helps. Is it still up? Oh my god, this is the longest it's ever been up. Okay, so we need...
Awesome! 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 Awesome!
Oh, that sounds like she's in pain there. Whereas if you notice, we're always making Applejack be the bearer of bad news to friends. Well, yeah, she's just the one that was easier, or I think probably had an easier time in doing it.
Awesome! 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 Awesome!
Nope. I feel like this is where most of the 15 AI bandwidth comes from.
Awesome! 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 Awesome!
No, okay, no, that's a little too excited.
Awesome! Awesome!
No, too excited. I might need to do a period. I think she's just getting a little bit too excited.
Awesome! 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 Awesome!
It kind of works, but it's so...
Awesome! Awesome!
It kind of was like, like it had lacked a little bit of that lift that she would have.
Awesome! 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 Awesome!
Oh,
Awesome! Awesome!
that's perfect.
Awesome! Awesome!
That right there is my winner. For 100. Or it as wave. Awesome, awesome, sure.
Awesome, awesome.
And then I can have her kind of like snarky. Hmm?
Really, really, really had to tell me how much niece is enjoying her bouncy house. Like, got a bouncy house for her.
Like the big ones?
Apparently they put it in the living room. It takes up the whole living room.
But did you get it for her?
No.
Then why did they call you about it?
I don't know.
Awesome, awesome.
Like, my niece is like just turned 3.
I know, but I can understand if you bought it.
So, yeah, I didn't buy it. I got her some stuffed Peppa Pig toys because she likes Peppa Pig.
Awesome, awesome.
Like, you know those weird looking animal,
Awesome,
like crazy
awesome.
looking pig things that are out of a nightmare?
Oh yeah,
she
totally.
likes
Like where their face always looks like it's a Picasso painting.
Yeah,
Yes.
those things. They're terrifying. Oh no, I gave her some of those. But, like, and she's on the phone.
Awesome,
She's like
awesome.
3, and I can barely understand what she's saying. But my mom's like, yo, it's so great. I'm not a great time. Bouncy houses are very important,
Awesome.
right, Sir Edward? What was I thinking?
Darling.
No, we
awesome,
need a bouncy
awesome.
house. You can put it in the living room.
I mean, why don't we just replace the wood floor? Why don't we just make it a bouncy house?
Turn the whole house bouncy.
Mm-hmm.
How much fun that would be.
Well, no, it'd be like, oh, time to make dinner. Boingy, boingy, boingy.
We'd be dead in a week.
I'd be sick of it in like 3 days. I'd be like, I just need to go take a crap, but I can't get to the bathroom. I keep getting stuck in the living room.
Awesome.
Well, I'm sorry for what has happened.
Crap somewhere in the living room?
I might. Look at the chat.
Oh. Well,
Indeed.
at least let me mark this one. I was expecting at least one today.
I was kind of expecting it after somebody said something yesterday.
Well, yeah, but that's not. No, I wasn't streaming yesterday.
Yeah.
It's not okay.
Well,
all
it
right.
sounded like I caught wind that people were wanting.
Wind. Do you want this file or nothing?
Just leave it open, it's fine.
Okay, I saved it, so don't break it. Okay.
Can't promise that.
You commemorated Mike's return. Sure. Go with that. All right, there you go.
Well, I finished my drink, so.
Oh, I mean, fine. Okay.
Okay.
You could always prep.
Let's keep this simple. So you yell at me less.
No, I'm gonna find every possible way to yell at you too. No, oh, no, no, shut up, lady.
Yell at
No,
lady.
I'm not even. Stop. No, I'm not watching you. Oh my god. There we go.
First things first. Gotta bring up a horse. That is what the people want.
Why is it still
They
getting?
want the
There we
best
go.
horse.
Michael shall assume the rightful seat of power.
Yes.
His seat of power is upstairs
welcome to-
behind a closed door that he won't let me in.
You're allowed in. You just have to make like reservations.
A reservation?
Yeah.
Ha!
I already
No, wait,
crashed it.
Hold on, I have to start your timer.
No, you can't start it yet. You set that up. I've been.
No.
I got
Started.
set up. No,
It's
Where is
it's under software. Open the plus.
that's madness.
Then now double click that one or yeah, go launch and then he just said okay. Or launch, yeah.
See, easy. No, my time with this.
Okay, hold on.
Nonsense.
Okay, pause. Okay, resume. I gave you like an extra second.
Oh boy. So happy. You know, chat. I think chat should decide when.
Start the timer in 20 minutes
think,
when
Chad?
SFM is fully operational. No, if it was to be when it's fully operational, then we're never gonna get started.
Because that's supposed to mean.
It's SFM.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Gonna.
Well, thank you, Alex.
All the ponies.
Well, I guess the nice thing is it's like 100% safe then.
Alright. Let's try this again. Where's the good dirt? They're all
Oh,
good
you were
dirt.
loading models. That's why I had the sound
Yeah.
library open.
Is that the new? No, that's the VN. Where's the new? Is that the
No,
new-
scroll
that
down.
looks like the-
No, there's a lot of derpies.
You have so much derby.
Nope.
Left for Dead derbies?
No.
Action derby. That one? Derpy
No.
closed?
That one has no bones.
Were you-
No. Well,
Really? That looks like it. Opening.
oh, as long as it's not the augmented. They're running out of adjectives. The augmented ones. I don't think there's one of derpy. It just uses up a lot of memory, and it's harder to work with. Actually, it has a really cool feature on the augmented ones, but
Order things. I keep
isn't
going
that a
back.
question for all of us, Michael?
I'm gonna put derbies in every shot, and that way, I'm certain to have the derpy in the shot I want.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
That's just like literally the center of attention.
She is. She, of course. Look at her. She's like, it's derpy, everyone! Yay! Now she is.
Derpy's closed wing seems a little more fat than the others. Wow.
Wow, why are you body shaming Derpy? That's horrible. Why you do this?
Yeah, she would
Who's
get.
saying
she's-
this out?
I know VW. You're trying to say like you're trying to help him. But for one, he's probably not going to watch chat that much right now.
No,
and the other one is sometimes I know what he did wrong, but I want him to at least try to figure it out himself.
Well, first off, we need to dress her up.
Oh God.
So, needs a hat, crown. She is a princess. Find her. So many of these models, like.
That's the
not-
best one right there.
Yeah, but that makes it not the best. Look at that one.
What is that one? That one makes it look like she's like gonna turn Ariel into a something.
She might. You don't know. I wonder if I can zero. Probably not.
No.
Move
It's like sometimes I want to help, but I just know how painful it would be to do it, and I just don't want to.
I just want to.
No, you're in the right scene. Hit tap. Oh, yeah, there.
Why is the over here?
I know
It's
why,
madness.
but I'm not. You just do you.
You mean you know
when you
why?
when you rotate it, I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah, because it's gonna go like way. This is like. I need
Okay, I'll
mad
help you with
skill.
this one. On the model on the bottom right. Oh, hit the plus mark to expand it. No, that one. Hit it again. Now the second bone that's there.
This one.
Not oh, that
Head?
one. Click that one. Now where is it selecting?
Ooh, look at that. Where's this crap?
Derby's happy for now, but in a few minutes, well, she'll probably be happier, but also in significant pain.
How's she being Queen Derby?
That seems to be an artifact that slowly turns into a user into Jade statue. Yeah, that definitely, like, if I was thinking crown, I was thinking, like,
No, I don't think it's supposed to go on like this, but no.
and now it looks like she's got, like, a shark mouth coming up from her. Yeah, it's supposed to go on like that. Doesn't even look like a crown.
It is a crown. Pretty.
There's a lot of things wrong with this. Crooked is lower on the list.
Okay, we gotta scale it.
Michael does not do wrong. He does not write right. No the other right.
Whoa.
I get it. Because he doesn't know direction. Is that supposed to be a crown of some sort? It's giving me Chrysalis vibes. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. She's like... she's going to give Ariel her legs. And then she's going to try to steal the trident.
She doesn't know what hands are.
She has legs. There's 4 of them.
What's-
I never said anything about hands. Hands
Oh,
are not legs,
She
Michael.
can't give nobody hands. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, because
Um,
this is a PG-13 stream.
Hands aren't PG-13. All right, that's it. Got her crown. Needs a cape. I mean, she's gonna be like a queen's cape. No, not
That's
that
going to be
cape.
the best cape you're going to do for a pony.
That's why we can't use it.
You want a black cape?
Uh,
Because just grab the Trixie one and I can help you color it black. This is the
Ooh.
only... Ponies don't have hands in this universe. No. They have 4 fingers. They don't even have legs. All it is maybe they are a hand. Their head is the thumb and the body is the fingers. And they have a very hairy wrist. There's a fan fiction for you, Michael.
oh, there it is. I'm part of it. Look at
Yep.
that. Is so broken.
That's nifty. Well, you're not selecting all of it. That's what I said. If like anything you're not selecting from the other thing, you're just... This is on you.
Here. Fine. I'll make this work. Great.
I think you're gonna try to make her like pretty princess. Instead, you're making her like evil asshole.
Oh, she's...
Look at it. She's like even got some like artificial wind that's just blow. Oh, I know where it's coming from.
Look at that.
Oh no, she's just...
Look at that.
She's busting wind in the strongest way, and it can't come down.
She is like... Got it made. Now, I need to like tie this...
What's all that other stuff?
That's like her magic artifacts.
Why she's got artifacts?
Yeah.
What do they do?
They make magics.
The magic artifacts make magic. What kind of magic?
Best kind.
Oh,
Magic kind.
what's the best kind of magic?
What happened to her head? That's fine.
She's
we
got to
go.
keep the cape on somehow. It is a nice cape, but
Okay, well, she kind of got big again. Whoosh, look at that. All right.
I don't know what's going on here. But okay.
I need her to have a throne.
Look at they're already eating it.
No, this Derby's muffin. Stop eating her muffin.
You want some more plots? Well, no. Plots are for other streams. That's
Wait,
and
whose stream? Your stream?
and like on special versions of Derpy Buru, not on here.
I
We
don't
don't
know.
do plots here.
Plot thickens.
I was gonna say it or you were.
Okay.
They are magic and stuff, but curses surely aren't the best effects to have.
Good throw.
I'm gonna go grab another beer. I only have a coffee beer, but why not? It's not like I work. Oh.
You're rubbing that in. Because he's evil. Okay. Got dirt. Magic, a big muffin. Where is it? Here. Super derps. And these peons, other horses that are not as good as Derpy, we need to move them. We must worship the derps.
Okay, so she's Queen Derpy.
He is
So, like,
Lord and
A lot of
Master Derpy.
but most of the times, like, queens like that have, like, a subtitle. Like, Queen Derpy of, or Queen Derpy the.
Queen Derpy of your... You asked, I answered.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, right?
Ouch.
Okay, well, now these horses need to bow.
Wait, so that means if she's Derpy of everybody, you're part of that everybody. So she's the Derpy of your mom.
Yep. Like, bow before your supreme leader. Yeah.
Housebreaking noises this time. Oh, yeah. Because I just opened a can.
It,
This joke I heard everyone saying about earlier. No, I know. It's fine. Mr. Rat, that's the name. Hello, Mr. Rat. How are you doing today? Hope you've had a good holiday. I hope everybody had. Actually, we're in the middle of the holidays. We're kind of been like between the Christmas and New Year's. I am about halfway through my vacation, so I have been off work since about a week, a little less than a week ago. I think I'm on day 6, like 12. So it's been nice being able to kind of refresh a little bit. I did a little bit of yesterday I did podcast work, getting podcast stuff ready. Day before I did a lot of yesterday actually I did the most work. Then I did some. The next podcast actually is probably one of my favorites we've done.
So
We have the whole sandwich pope discussion, and then we tried a new type of trivia where it's instead of just asking a question and to see if you know the answer to it, or give any answer, I give a question that has no answer, and they give an answer and have to defend it. So it's about making up a story that we all have to believe, and it's actually pretty funny. We got some really good ones on it.
Wow.
What are you doing? I just pulled a Santa Claus. Ho ho ho! I got a beer. That's something that Santa would say. What happened to Celestia and Luna after Derpy assumed complete power? Well, how do you think she assumed power? Like, that's actually the one funny thing with when I was doing the changeling videos where changelings come to take over and Derpy already had, and she just had him in a cage. There's nothing really stating how that happened, but that she just has power. And the whole going forward in that vein, I always want to make sure or make it so that the changeling or Derpy has the throne.
I copied Rarity's animation set, and I want to put it on Rainbow Dash.
From Rarity?
Yes.
So select Rarity. Open it up with the plus. And then hold Control and click Root Transform. You don't want to do that. And now right click somewhere other than Root Transform within that light gray area. Yep. Now okay, copy. Or no. Oh wait, no, sorry, I got that wrong. Now click somewhere in the green, in the bottom left, the green area.
Down here?
Click down here. Yeah, now copy that. It's going to be left click, but sure.
Samples?
Copy samples. Yep. Now go and click Rainbow.
Rambo?
Yep, click Rainbow. You don't have to deselect anything. Just go to the green again and paste. Now you would modify the root transform, but the root transform is also where Rarity is placed. So you have to place the rotation wherever you need. Did I miss anything in chat? I think I did. Title D. My little derpy muffins are magic. No, apparently, like, monarchies are magic.
Oh,
or no, dictatorship. Monarchies are kind of a pleasant version.
I'd be okay with the derpy dictatorship. We call it the dictatorship.
Was Michael about to say your mom joke? No, he did say your mom joke. It was 100%. They went on vacation but gave the power to the wrong Twilight. Yeah, I don't know if they're bowing or bowing. Yoga.
They could be doing both. Maybe it's a yoga session.
Yeah, it's a yoga slash, like bless the divine.
Derpy bow.
Derpy bow?
Yeah.
It's a special type of bow?
Yeah, it's one she invented that all of her subjects love and adore her.
By putting their hooves one in front of the other?
Yes.
Sideways?
Oh, but yeah, I mean, it's commands.
Does anybody get murdered in your new trivia game? No, it was just a fun thing because the other trivia game we used to do on there was I'd ask a real question that would be hard, and you have 2 seconds to answer, and if you don't, you only get it wrong if you don't say anything. If you say anything at all, even if it's wrong, you still get a point. You get an extra point though if you get it correct, but it means that saying anything is better than nothing, and it was to try to get weirdness from answers, and which happened every now and then. People would know it, but it got some weird answers. So I thought, why not go 100% on that and literally ask a nonsense question and just have it where we have to defend, or they have to defend it, but we cannot tell them they're wrong. We have to go with whatever they're saying. So it ended up being actually a lot of fun. So I did enjoy that. Yeah, we had the reoccurring like Pope at your door with a sandwich. thing was a little weird. I very much enjoyed that though. The video's up if you're on a Twitch sub or patron. It's actually should be up and available on Discord right now to watch. I mean, it's like an hour and 15 minutes, but.
So what happens to ponies who don't listen? Rule of.
Oh no, she can be a muffin.
Part of them didn't accept rule.
Why did Fluttershy not accept the rule?
Because she's a jerk. So there. And that's where Fluttershy is. And okay, wait, we need more. Cause I have more time. I'm assuming
you have 13 minutes.
This is going very well.
You're doing yoga, yet you're bowling, bowing down to the Queen/Princess of Muffin. I think go one and the same. I mean, anytime you do yoga, you're bowing to something. I mean, your cat, mirror.
I need fire. I was just hoping to find like a cardboard cutout of fire.
I can help you load one though. If you
Here, I got it.
There?
Yep.
Or did she disobey? Because I can help you make fire.
No, I got fire. I got this. I know how to make fire. I know things.
Michael loves it when he gets all the pain. That is a good one. Actually, there's a. This looks really funny. It looks like a Michael.
Eyes, face, body, head.
I know what you're trying to do.
I see it.
Okay, go to the model quick. Just right click on the model in the animation set viewer. Now right click it. Now go to utilities. And then bake procedural bones. Is there a new group? Scroll down a little bit. Scroll down a little bit more. You selected a very old model.
Cool.
So never mind.
Alright, well, it's fine.
Actually, I should have known that was the case when the hair didn't implode. No, Spitfire.exe has crashed. No, I think she's doing pretty fine.
Look at that. Got
Select her head. Okay, no, we're gonna make this a little better.
Alright.
So we'll actually right-click the entire model and just copy and paste it.
Copy animation set?
Yep, and I'll just paste it. Well, you know what? Actually, before you do that, go back into that other model and go to the head again. Just select the head.
Scale.
No, just head.
Head.
Now select some period of time in the green area that is covering everything viewable. You can't have everything selected. It has to be a specific section.
Something to do with shift.
Yeah, just hold shift and then hold shift and click and drag. You don't want to have fall offs. Just drag. Yeah, okay, that works. Can you expand it? No, you kept holding shift and you clicked that, and that made it break. No, hold shift, click, drag. No, like you let go of click.
Oh, so shift, click. Oh, shift, click,
drag. Now keep dragging all the way to the right.
That's
Keep going. Oh no, I won't let you keep.
Yeah. Well,
okay, extend the edges so that they do, but don't hold shift for that. Oh no, you know what? It's fine. Just keep it as it is.
Okay.
So okay, now go and add jitter. On the very right, there's a little slider called jitter.
Right here.
Yeah. Don't add too much, just a little bit.
There it is.
Okay. Be fine. Move it in there. Okay. Okay. Now right click the entire model.
Jitter.
I said right click. Got me. Now shrink that down to paste. Okay. Now go into the click it and then go into the animation or that thing you're in right now. Click You control A. Click and control it. Yeah. Now, move her body a little bit. You might have to zoom the camera out a little bit to see her full body. Okay. So just move it like a little bit. Actually, spin it in a circle. Like the blue one. Okay, yeah, actually that's perfect. Something like that. That's fine. Okay, now zoom in a lot on the not there on the set editor or on the timeline. Zoom in a lot, a little bit more, a little more. Okay, that'd be mine. And then click that one. Okay, now hit play. No, yeah, there we go.
Darling, awesome, darling, awesome, darling,
actually, okay, you have to move the timeline a little to the right. Hold shift and just click anywhere. Okay, now drag the top, like, ruler to the right. No, bottom ruler, sorry. Okay, a little more. Okay, now hit play. This is kind of spook.
Very good. She is getting all the praise. Gotta move.
Kite redeemed a stupid face.
Yeah, the stupid face. I'm doing. How can I do more stupid than this? Hold on, Derby's not happy enough. Gotta fix it.
No, you gotta just do a stupid face. Remember, you're me now.
Right. I'm
Make
you.
chaos and braces off for when Argo is back in charge. Oh, okay.
What?
Kite's keeping it for me. Oh, because I can definitely F this up. So
What? No, this is amazing. You can't F this up. This is too
did a
good.
crasher sec there?
Muffin. Revenge,
Not on my side.
Derby.
Everything's running fine.
Yeah. Sarcasm.
Mikey making a stupid face will crash not only SFM but the entire system of the computer and the universe.
And
Swiffer's main reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on it. Shark fin? Kind of. I actually just played
okay.
Maneater. It was originally an Epic exclusive, but it's where you get to play as a shark, and it's kind of an RPG of sorts. I got it for free, not for free, but I got it through one of the Humble Bundle things this last month. It's a good game. Definitely not worth the $40 that they state it is, because I
I would move her eyes a little.
No, I 100%ed the base game in 2 days, and I 100%ed the DLC in 4 hours. And by 100%, I mean I got every single achievement in the game. So it's not a very long game, but for what it is, it actually is fun. It just would get very repetitive very quick if there was much more to it.
Whoops.
So, but I definitely did enjoy it. The main story was actually pretty interesting. So, kind of cliche, but good. Oh, I think that is the audio for Awesome Darling is somewhere in here.
They're going awesome darling, awesome darling.
Is it?
Awesome iceling, 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 awesome iceling,
Yes, awesome, 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 awesome.
awesome iceling,
Awesome Iceling. Oh, God. None of us are wearing the headphones, so you're the ones hearing it.
But
You're just gonna keep letting them hear it.
play it. Export. Poster. Save.
Why did you save that?
I haven't yet.
No, you just did.
No, I have to export it. See.
No, you saved the file. Everything
Oh,
you
I
just
did?
moved, you saved. You overruled what I did.
I didn't mean to save it.
Then why'd you click save? I always say don't click save.
I clicked
No,
export.
no, it asks you to save then.
Did it?
Yes. So you cannot close this file.
I will not close this file. You know what I will do? Is
If
I'll
it crashes though, you have to undo everything before it crashes now.
Okay, I will start undoing. Whoa. Good luck.
I tell you not to save.
I didn't think I was saving.
What do you think save means?
I hit export. That's
You hit
different.
export, and then it says, hey, this can cause problems. Do you want to save your file before you did? You didn't even read what it said.
I wanted to save a picture, but I understand now that I made a mistake. But they're all fixed. That's making derpy loves.
No, you have to keep going till you. This is a brand new file you open, so you go back until it's done.
She's gone. Derpy is gone.
No, you keep going.
How much further do I gotta go?
You keep going until nothing happens.
Happening.
Okay, and now you save again. Don't be breaking my shit. You're in charge, but I'm still the god here.
Oh my goodness. This is now the Michael stream.
Yep, you still have 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Well, if I saved it and it's fine. So we're just gonna super derpy. Her reign is ended and they are all sad.
No, they're very much
So
happy.
sad.
They're awesome ostling.
They're so sad that
Sounding sunset. That's not a voice impression. That's torture.
oh, they are. I'm scared.
Michael,
Yes.
I love you, man.
I didn't break the file, I swear.
I love you, man.
I don't trust you. No.
You're delicious.
No. Help. I need my glasses. I can't see without my glasses. No, dinosaur freak. I'm fixing all the ponies.
You didn't say who had to say it. I got chicken. What is happening anymore? I don't even know.
No, they're so sad because
You could control by the redo, but I knew that Michael would have made like some kind of button push by then. So, and you only had a couple more minutes.
So this is the here. We're just.
I was waiting for him to save it, and then it would immediately crash. Why is it playing?
Because it's.
Is it awesome ostling?
It's awesome hustling. Their heads are all just the ground. They're so sad.
They're hiding from their new leader.
They're so sad because Derpy is gone and they can't stand seeing the light of day without her.
We still have a minute and a half.
Well, jeez.
Like you were just talking about like me taking the time from you. Now when you have a minute and a half, you're like, oh, I don't want it.
I know. Hold on. Gotta just.
Why is everybody going to the ground?
Action Derpy. Here,
She has no bones.
It's fine. I got a minute and a half. What do you think I'm doing? Bones. Talk of bones.
The awesome is oscillating. Why do you keep making them listen to this?
Because it's amazing.
It's awesome. There's the wrong A word.
Super Derpy.
No, it won't. It's the video's playing.
This is all we need. Whoop. This is all we need. This is what you all
With
wanted.
the black sky, just
Yes.
the impending doom.
There we go. Yes, better with the black sky. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Can't possibly have one time.
You have 3 seconds. Nope, it's done.
Hold on.
See, now you want more time.
I do.
No, you're done.
She's like derp 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 derp, and then she like.
No, move.
over
You get.
here.
Oh, you get out of there. You're
and then-
stealing
and then
time
she's
now.
Like, she's just like stomp 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 stomp.
Okay, wait.
Super derp.
So you're. That's very much against everything you believe in.
What?
You're beating up mares
She's establishing her rule.
through physical abuse.
However, I mean, that's what she do.
Apparently, she needs like a manicure or something because she's a little bit furry on the edges. Okay, well, thank you, Peak. That's 2 stupid faces I gotta do now. So,
I animated while I was playing. That's a skill.
No, you were trying to make it bigger, and it was just.
Oh, look at her. She's adorable.
Look how low poly it is.
Beautiful.
Okay, so there's a big derp.
Mm-hmm. It's fixed. Oh, Big Derp is back.
I copied. You can copy, undo everything, and then paste. So that's what I did.
Pip fall over.
Wait.
Oh, she does have bones. Just the one. It doesn't work great.
Look at the mane. It's like. Oh, because I like opened this up, and then her tail has bones.
She's ready to be animated.
Oh wow, she does have bones. They're just well, howdy. No, she has bones. It's just they're weird. Like this isn't called thigh; it's called flank.
That is correct. That is a flank.
The bone is actually closer to the butt than the thigh, which is kind of weird.
This is the perfect model. Unless you bolt it.
Look at that shoulder bone. Oh my god, this model is horrible. Okay.
You have it on your computer.
It came with a
the best derpy pack.
No, it came with something. I believe it's part of the Canterlot War game. Okay, so
Action Derp is here. What would Derpy say? What would Derpy's catchphrase be? Would it be Beth Pony?
no, she would probably just cry.
Happy tears?
Okay,
Happy
so
horse.
we have
yes, of course it would be Muffins or Derp Derp. She's kind of cute when she said Derp Derp.
What about the derp in the first shot? He undid everything, which should have gotten rid of it.
Yeah.
That's why I was telling him to keep hitting undo because I knew there was other things hiding.
There was some concern.
Well, yeah, because you would have like basically made me have to redo that shot.
Yes, but
that's why I normally say like, you want me to close this so that you don't have it like lock in things.
Well, it did close. I wanted to export the amazing picture, and then you immediately gave me the look of, I'm gonna rip off your head.
That'd be a good thing. Thank you for the follow. Already like an artist. Also, thank you for the follow to Mr. Rat. I missed it because I couldn't hear it. But thank you for the follow as well. All right. So we got this.
He's already had to redo a lot of this, having to redo more of it again. No, I would agree. He'd probably be right in ripping my head off.
Yeah, I've had to redo because they crash. There we go.
No, why?
You said you wanted fire.
I don't want Derby on fire. I want her, like, setting the town on fire. As she is right to do. And more Derby. Aren't food.
No. But there are some major gods that
I did understand that one. She seems to be taking it in stride.
So there. Oh, let's zoom in.
I can't believe pictures is running.
Oh, Rainbow likes it. She's saying awesome.
Awesome. Sacrificing Derpy to the sun god. Right.
Does this one even have like facial features? I don't think it has any facial bones. Spine rear. I thought the spin rear. Oh, that should be better.
Now I'm extra sad. Time. Because he's evil kite. Argo Daemon is a real Argo. Is that it?
Darling.
Oh, no leg. Get
Oh,
to it.
I have this. Well, you selected wrong. That's L upper flank. R upper flank. Shoulder, L upper shoulder. Ah, we got that. Okay.
Darling.
Extra evil with a side of evil. Who he does? Oh, voice impression. And best Argo voice. Yes, Michael, save right.
Oh! You want to keep this?
No.
You just said it.
I said yes, Michael, save right.
Save, correct? Yeah. Yeah, so I can save this.
No.
Hold on, we can do this.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
So-
No, don't
so-
save this.
Michael wanted this.
Oh, I know. Oh, there you sunset. You
You
drink.
know what? It's even better if you look at the actual camera.
Is he not even be paying very close attention? Derpy just burning.
Well, because she's
No.
the sacrifice. She's been screaming for like an hour. They're just having a normal conversation now. She can't die.
Let's quit, but still, I'm sad.
No, she can't die. She'll be in eternal torment and pain. But
The fire can't burn forever.
you were just talking about crushing 5 others.
Yeah, but they weren't Derpy. Derpy can do whatever she wants. He's best horse. All other horses
Okay.
pale in comparison.
Well, I have one other stupid face to do, so.
Right in the fire. Oh, you very intentionally put her away from the fire. More Derpies. Derpies. Get out of there. Oh, and the recolor faces off against the original. Derptatorship nation. No. Wait. Stop this. Those little derpies, they bite. They will win. It's like Attack on Titan. Like one more. Derp, 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 derp. Other derpies still back there. Very much. It makes me so sad. No. Gonna give them pat. Or evil. Not a boof.
No, a normal face. Might normally be evil.
It's true.
Hey, I'm not gonna judge. Good horse.
But Dash is allowed to be evil. Heading the derby.
Ones are kind of being weird, but it's fine.
Oh, you should have been worried before the stream started. Oh.
Okay.
No. You stop that. You see, he's just upset because Derpy is their queen.
Oh, she's there we go. So she's like
Wait a minute, I have a voice. No. I have a voice. That's Derpy screaming in a fire.
oh, hold on.
Oh no. You set all the Derpies on fire. Or just gonna burn her hoof.
Right, so it's right here. There.
Derpy's just like, I have the power of Grey Horse, Castle Grey Horse, and my power comes through in fiery flames because I am powerful horse and I will beat you. Stop stepping on me, please. Oh, the fire! It's the power. It's painful. It's good. So I have to be burning her hoof a little bit. Come on.
You know, she's just
so,
gonna.
So much doom.
She's just gonna be.
Oh,
well, I can't.
Her leg's falling off. It's working.
Hold on. Maybe I can do rotation only. Like squishing them all.
It's like, no, you can't squish what you can't.
Millen, get out of here.
No.
You and then I'm gonna squish you. I'm gonna squish you.
No
Squish
squishes. Stop squishing the horsies. Look,
No.
this is just aggressive pooping.
I know, and she's not squishing now. She's just breaking bones.
No. The one horse isn't even on fire. Her legs are just.
I know she's been doing it so much that she's getting arthritis.
No. Stop. Like the one fire.
I would, but this one's still over here.
It's just over there stepping on their legs.
It's still sticking.
This is wrong. Everything about this image.
I don't know. I think it's pretty good.
It's bad.
Some quality stuff. It definitely feels like there's a lack of
Like healthy, happy derpies.
of more burning derpies. So this one definitely needs to be on fire. So we'll just we'll fix that one. So there we go. Now it's better.
No. Help the derpies. Like it feels so good. I enjoy this. This is like a warm bath, but
She still thinks it's awesome.
it's awesome. Why is there so much death and destruction?
You were doing it.
Her may have not baked Fluttershy into a muffin, but she was probably fine. Maybe she was dead. But that's no excuse for so much derby squishing. No.
We're gonna just go.
Like, look at that. That's an evil face.
No, she's fine. She's not evil. Here. Squish, y'all. Squishy.
No.
Squishing. Squish the derbies.
He does not like a boob.
Those are boobs.
Yeah, they're very, very.
Some is awesome. Awesome. It was cutting the end of part for the awesome. So it was like awesome, awesome, some awesome, some awesome.
Some awesome.
Is this what hell looks like?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, we did it. I did two stupid faces. So if anybody wants this as a video wallpaper, or no, actually no, this one's a pretty nice one too. Or like maybe if you want to slow, because you can definitely see some of the pain.
Well, no, she's dancing upside down.
Like look here,
Derpy.
Watch, you can see the hoof.
Derpy is just so amazing. She's just literally on fire.
Yeah, there, the hoof is lifting, I think. Oh no, that was the fire. I had that wrong. Come on, hoof. There it goes. So you can see the hoof. It's lifting. The pain is going to be coming. So we can let's get a. Yep, she's loving this. So look, getting from their view. See the hoof. It's up. It's at the pinnacle. It's at the zenith. And then here it comes. This is the moment where like these derpies die.
Well, none of the derpies die. They are fine.
No
derpies were hurt in the making of this video.
Hold on. It's going kind of slow. There we go. A little faster. So, and then come on, hoof.
No, she broke.
Nope, she's coming.
And she dead.
No.
Died. It's dumb. The fire.
You have to have patience. Oh, there's just.
Then it's just like patience squish. It's like,
it's just instant. Oh yeah, I only merged the one side. That was why. It's fine because it's the better one anyway. Okay. Yeah,
you're gonna save it
because I saved as Michael wanted this.
I see.
So this is forever yours. Now I get to see whether or not you fucked with it.
I did no such thing. I'm a person.
There is no derpy right here, so that's a good thing. Okay.
Perfectly innocent man-child.
Well, one of those words is right. No, it's too much blood. There's no blood. It was PG-13 violence. No, PG-13 I think allows blood.
I don't think you're allowed to set people on fire and keep it PG.
No, there was a fire.
Not PG.
She was in the fire. It does not mean she was on fire.
She was the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was making the fire. She's like one of the Fantastic Four, but bigger. So
maybe she's the stretchy one?
Yes, the stretchy one was always on fire.
I mean, that's why. It's like if you think about like metals and everything, if you heat them up, you can stretch them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was derpy. Wait, if metal could scream.
She was screaming with power. Power screams.
Okay, so where the hell are we at this? We only have 15 minutes anyway.
Darling, awesome.
We got so much done today,
Darling, awesome. Darling, awesome.
But it was your first day back. So.
Darling, awesome.
Wait a minute. Not sure what that means. Derpy was on fire, but you cannot prove that she...
Yeah, there was no screams. I mean, I could have added some.
Awesome.
They would have been like
Awesome,
Goku
awesome.
screams. Or... Can't be the best word.
Awesome. Darling, awesome.
I like how
Darling,
you always take
darling,
it
awesome.
What?
always it
Awesome.
Well, the wiggly ears that are excessive.
Darling, awesome.
I keep a slight wobble. I remove about 80% of it because the normal wobble is like their ears are paralyzed and they have no feeling or control. Mm-hmm. So that's just sad.
That's sad.
Like, look at their limbs; they're flopping all over. It's because they're paraplegic. They lost their wheelchair. It's adorable.
Control do you have over your?
I don't have any, but you don't see them wobbling like that.
I mean, you might. I don't pay that close attention.
Well, yeah, go. Yes, take a look at your ears, Michael.
Wobble, wobble, wobble. I just assumed they just did this.
Yeah.
Darling, awesome.
You think.
Darling, awesome.
20 years.
Anyway, so I think for this next one, I wanted to grab, like Pinky's looking at Twilight like she's a snack.
Just gonna eat your nose.
So we're going to. Okay, so this is 5 to get. Oh, that's kind of 5, but it is 5. It's up there. So this one's going to be called, this is, the Rarity's the first to talk, so I'll call it Rarity Rainbow Convo. And then this one, I want to have it be...
He does. You're right, Sons.
Marco wear his headphones to
you
hide
out.
his wobbly ears. I don't have ears. I'm trying to hide it from everybody, and you're calling it to attention.
Either no ears or big wobbly ears. Imagination.
Okay, so I'm gonna move. I want to have this one be Applejack talking to Pinky, but I have to have Twilight in here. So she's looking for book. She's on like it's a book radar. Boop, brrr, boop, brrr,
It's like-
book, brrr. I thought that it had like local off because something was looking weird, but it's just because of the perspective. So I want to have her move. So I'm constantly changing the spacing and the distance between everything because in the end, pays attention to that. It's about as long as I keep Twilight between Applejack and Pinky, it's fine. Okay.
I'm just imagining somebody trying to lure Twilight into a trap and they just tie a book to a string. Like a book.
So now she can talk. I can't get her too close because otherwise her hair is just gonna whip and probably take out an eye. We don't want that. Bad. Probably need. Let's move Twilight just a little bit further out here. I don't want to move too far. And I lowered the shadow quality because I was having some other issue and I thought that would fix it and it didn't. So that's why some of these shadows look kind of crappy right now. But it'll be fixed in post. Pinky is technically the main focus here. I want to move her a little bit more into frame. Fine. Having her head and neck. Eyes. Head needs to be true. Twilight probably needs to have her head turned a little bit more too. Kind of bothering me that her mouth is still like that, but we'll just keep it.
You got face.
From a pog.
You know when you're like, your mom's like, if you keep making that face, it'll get stuck that way. Well, Twilight did it as a matter of principle.
And so the idea with this one being, this is going to be Applejack, Pinky Convo. Not going to do. So the idea now is I want to show like there's split conversation. So this is I have these two looking at each other talking, and then now Pinky is looking at Applejack and talking because I want them talking over each other. I want like after this to start having a bunch of words overlapping and having Fluttershy interrupting. So well, yeah, I'll just keep it like that for now. I don't need to actually put the audio in there. So now, so they're gonna talk.
Awesome. Darling. Awesome.
And then she's gonna say like, Applejack's gonna say something, and then Pinky's gonna say something. So it's gonna be like apples, then pink part, apples, party, and then she'll be like about there, and then.
Just Twilight books. Twilight. 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 Books. Twilight
No, she's not going to say anything. She's had plenty to talk about.
What?
She said books at least like 6 or 7 times. She's just stealing the show. So now the idea is I can either show all of them talking and have like through here and have, because right now this is the only direction I really haven't seen anything from, and have Fluttershy sitting back there. So if we move Rainbow over here, like like this, move Rarity to like this, move Applejack to over there.
This is appropriate.
I know we're gonna move Applejack kind of like that. I need to make it so that I can at least see what he's having come. There. Then Pinky like that I think is fine. Okay, we're gonna move Applejack a little. And now we're gonna have Fluttershy. So how far away do we put Fluttershy?
Can't put her far enough.
Do I put her like, I kind of want to put her like right there. Like she's not.
It's definitely stalker. Like if you put her far enough back, she doesn't look like she's so much with them as she's stalking them.
Yeah. From playing, because we played Dead by Daylight again on Sunday, and just we kept playing Lambkin Lane, which was the Jason Street, and so like it's like I just have the Jason piano noise in my head.
It is iconic. Fluttershy the Jason of. I feel like that is.
I don't know, maybe.
I'm gonna go with yes. Yes, she is a that face.
It was the quiet ones. It's actually a bad distinction to make, but
Is Michael Myers.
and then we did have a lot of fun playing Dead by Daylight this last weekend. We did it where predictions. I used the prediction system where people can bet points to who would win, killer or survivor, and there wasn't really that many big upsets, like 90 to 10% vote or anything, but there was still a couple upsets.
I did just think about like replacing the model for Jason with Shrek.
We were having another conversation about who would make good killers. Shrek was brought up as being a killer.
But he is Mike Myers.
If you really dig deep enough, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's all he has left of his. Oh, Mike Myers.
a little bit. I'm gonna move some of these actors a little bit. I'm gonna move Rarity a bit further around this way and turn a bit. Oh, it is overall looking. They're about there. I'll have Rainbow turn a little bit and go about here. That should. I can't adjust them too much because I don't want. I want to have Fluttershy be kind of in the middle, and so if that's the case, it'd be about here. So I actually have to move them back. Okay, I wanted to give a little bit more spacing, but I just don't have a choice. So we'll have to do something like that. And I want to have them all just kind of like blabbing. Okay, Okay, so this is gonna be every pony talking. So they're just blabbing away, and probably have like a very slow. How long is this shot? Accidentally moved.
You finish the one? Is that your second beer?
A second. There's some strong beers though, like 10%.
No, that one yesterday had me pretty.
There's 50. Okay. So they're just going to be talking away, but I want to start a little bit further back. And how long does this go for?
Definitely got that talker. Like she's just angry.
Well, yeah, the eyebrows are not the way that they're going to be in the end.
I'm gonna punch them all in the face.
Move it just a little bit forward. So now she's just going to look around, and then this next shot is going to be essentially and it's going to be the exact same camera except oops.
So she stalks her friends long enough, she can get them. Run very fast.
Okay, so now lens 85. She needs to be zoomed in a lot. And so now I want to have her like where they're now I'm like zooming in like this is also a bad camera position. Not centered. The center of the camera is the middle of this line. So that's what I usually use for the justification on stuff. So there we go. And so now it's zooming in. She zooms in on her. So she's just going to kind of look around a little bit. We're out of time. No. So, but the idea then is they're all going to be talking. They're going to continue to talk in the background. And she's going to have a different look in her face, but she's going to kind of look back and forth. And then she's just going to exclaim on not a bad word.
It's going to say.
And then I want to have it turn back to them like this. I think I want to do it like this, where like Applejack's not visible, but then have her like tilt her head around and be like, what? Well, yeah, then I'm going to have it like where everybody's looking back and they're going to be like, the fuck. But it's okay because Fluttershy just don't give a fuck. Don't give a rebel. You know what rebels do? They're like down with the system. Down.
To go paint on like a bathroom stall wall. Now
she's doing her gang signs.
Right, Flutter punk. You guys are jerks.
She's waving for a taxi. She's gonna go spray paint walls.
No. Gonna go make art.
But she becomes a fish and says, "Yay!" No, she won't become a fish. The idea is if anybody has a singular iconic phrase, it is Fluttershy with "Yay," and everybody has a that word that they're known for maybe, but that phrase is so identifiable by her that by starting all this, and it creates an implication that you're expecting a cute yay, and it's not going to be a yay. I love subversion, and so I want to have this expectation that she is going to say something like, yay, here comes yay. And for a lot of people, it'd be like, oh, God damn it, if she says yay, because that's what you would normally do. And that's the idea.
You should have her, like, do the big breathe in from the show where she says, like, and then.
Well, I don't want to a degree. I do want to do a breathe in.
Yeah.
When it's doing the zoom in, I do want to have it where she does a big breathe in, like she is definitely going to say something.
I want it to appear like she's going to say yay. Then she does.
I could take the actual audio that they use from her for breathing in, but
Yeah.
I've used that before.
Yeah.
You can't really cut it. No, wait, maybe I can. But no, I could do it. But from this angle, breathing in and pulling back is weird looking. So, because it's a front-on shot. Now, normally, this is not a shot you would want to do, but for what I'm doing, it's actually kind of the perfect shot. So yeah, that's kind of the idea behind it. And this is all Michael's idea, and it's going to end up probably being close to, with credits at the end, not quite a minute. I don't think it's going to hit this, but because this zoom in, then them staring at each other and potentially any other jokes. Actually, it might hit a minute. Because
I want to draw it out too. I know that's better on YouTube.
there's two different cutoffs: 25 seconds and then a minute. A minute is anything below a minute gets significant reduction in monetization. Anything under 25 seconds doesn't allow you to put an end card. So if I can get it over, like the last video I did was 23 seconds and I couldn't put an end card.
You just throw in a few more yays and, well, not yays, but parties and darlings.
No, there's plenty of time because after she does this, and she does like this part of it will probably be, I would say, between these two shots extended to maybe like 40 seconds. And she does her thing. It's going to sit on her for like 2 seconds. Actually, she says it. Then it's going to go stare at them for like 4 to 5 seconds, maybe. Then I want to have some kind of other small joke. And then there's going to be some kind of a bit where I sift because of the patron credits I like to put in. So I want to have at least like 5 to 10 seconds for that. So that you're looking at like 65 seconds. It's still quite a bit of work to do on a lot of these, but the lip syncing is usually a big time investment, but it's just single words. That's literally nothing. And the animation for it is actually pretty simple because the hardest parts are complex interactions with other surfaces. Right now, this is the only, but I mean by that is legs interacting with something. In this case, you can see the legs hitting the ground, but she's just kind of churning. This, she's walking. That's already done. You cannot see the interaction. Can't. This one you can, but it's just them starting to walk. That's not that difficult. And this one you can't. I had to be kind of close because it is pretty close. And I think all the others here, there's no interaction. This one, again, they're standing still. They're not moving, so that's easy. Yeah, it's fairly easy things. It's all the same scene. So once I start getting rolling on this, it should be pretty quick. I think the thing that's going to take the longest is hair. So just getting that little extra details. Are you going to buy Michael a co-host recliner office chair with footrest?
I don't want even like a office chair. I want a proper recliner, like a whole recliner.
There's no space. No, so
it's only because you're in the way.
Right now, we just grab one of the kitchen table chairs because we can put it back when we're done, and there's not much. I'm kind of really limited on space with where I am right now. In like a year or so, I want to try to move into a space that might allow us to do stuff like that better. But right now, I don't.
It's called the woods. I'm gonna be homeless.
Yeah. Well, with how house prices are right now, it's like from when I bought this place at, it's I think increased in value by 35%. It's only been 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts. But that means that any place I would potentially buy is also increased 35%.
Yeah.
But at least I'm looking in the range that has some availability. Their house availability for anything in my cost or my price range right now, like what this place is actually pretty low.
Just gonna live in a warehouse.
I'm pretty sure if I wanted to sell this place, it would sell insanely fast.
Probably. Because
it's on the lower bracket for cost. So post credits will be Derby Burning. No, I don't know. No, post credits. It depends. Some of the anything over a minute, I can usually play with it a little bit because I don't want to have a post credits scene that's like 15 seconds on a 1 minute video because that means that a fifth of the video is credits. So I usually keep it short, and if it's that way, I have to keep the credits very simple too. So real estate market is crazy right now. Yeah, I'm not too worried on availability. My concern is before I was a first time home buyer, which means I could go month to month in my apartment and move whenever I find the place I want. But now, if I want to move, I'd be selling my current place to help buy the second place. And in doing so, I have my limited time because I once a place sells, I only have a few months to get another place to live unless I go to a motel and move everything to a storage.
I mean, that's kind of what I would do.
If it ends up working out that way, sure, but because of this,
Yeah.
I'd have to shut it down completely for weeks.
Until you got your new place.
Yeah, and that I can't do. Like, that would be too long, so...
And you could do it out of a motel room without you.
No. So I'll figure that stuff out later. So, I'm not looking forward to doing that. I'm hoping it works out. We'll see. But I have a feeling it's going to be easy to find somebody to buy. It's going to be hard to find what I want to buy without competing. Supposedly, by the end of next year, it's supposed to be in a better spot because there's a lot of new places being built to try to catch up with the market. But a lot of them are in a price bracket that are not at the lower end. So it's at the mid-level, and that's what I'm looking at.
I think a year from now, a lot of things will be better for reasons I'm not going to go into. But
more and more people from the coast and the interior of the country. Yeah, its prices are going to keep going up, but it's for the market I'm looking at and where I am right now. It's going to go up, but not by an insane amount. I think some of the stuff I was reading about was over the next year, it's going to go up, but not what it has been over the last year and a half. It's still going to be up at a higher than average, but not insane margin. It really depends on how Omicron. Everything is just so up in the air that month by month you just have no idea what's going on. My original intent was to buy a slightly bigger place and then rent this one out and just take what money I have saved to go put a down payment on just a slightly bigger. But instead, if I sell, I can go to a much bigger, get an additional renter, basically have no mortgage cost in doing so because of the renters, and then have a lot more space to work with and to do stuff in. Because right now I'm very limited on what I can do. So my bedroom is a studio for our podcast. Half my living room is this. So it's a little bit limiting. I like where I am. It's a very quiet area. It's very nice, but it's not working out for what I want to do. So, but some of that wasn't decided until after I had already moved in here. But anyways, I'm not looking into that until probably like late spring or midsummer that I want to start talking to the original real estate agent that I have. He quit. Him and his mom, who he worked for, quit the place that they were at, and they made their own real estate agency.
Yeah.
No, she was the one. My realtor couldn't be available to look at this place at the time, and so his mother is like been in the industry much longer, and so she ended up coming over and showing me this place.
It couldn't work for my.
No, like she was actually really cool. Like out of nowhere, like within 2 hours, she's like, "Yeah, I'll go." Like they were super good. So
it's like, yes, boss, mom.
Property out in the middle of New Mexico desert tripled in price over the last 2 years. Oh no, the super cheap places have probably been the ones that have went up the most. Moving all this stuff is sure the worst part of changing homes. Having to take everything out and reorganizing everything. That doesn't bother me too much. My concern with moving is the transition. So I want to keep trying to keep up on a schedule for all the stuff that I do on here, because I feel like between Patreon and like Twitch subs is an expectation. So if I'm doing all that and then trying to move at the same time, that would be complex. So yeah, we'll figure that out. But anyways, we're done for today. Friday, I am not streaming because we're doing a New Year's get together with friends. I had to still message people about that.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, it's New Year's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing something Friday or Saturday or Thursday or Saturday instead, but we have to do the podcast recording either Wednesday or Thursday, and Saturday is our board game meetup, and then Sunday we have the video game thing. So I don't know if I will be able to without burning out. So this might be the last one for this week until Sunday. So I'll try to post something about it if I change my mind. We'll see. It's a cool background. It's from
Where's the driller?
Right here. There's driller, and then there's gunner, and there's scout, and then there's engineer.
Yeah.
It's from Deep Rock Galactic. I've been playing it a lot.
Deep Rock Galactic's a good game.
I only have 286 hours in it. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it though. Anyways, have a good week. Talk to you guys later. 2022 is around the corner. Yeah, I might not see you guys until next year.
Didn't we just start 2021 or 2020 for that matter?
No, get rid of 2021. 2020 and 2021 never happened. We're jumping right from 2019 to 2020.
Maybe we can just make this coming year, 2020, and just get like the other two.
Are you doing like the Pope? The Pope did that.
Yeah, he just
Like
erased
he
the
got rid of
year.
like the 2 weeks in October, like way long ago.
I don't remember.
Yeah, no, he did that at one point to try to catch up because they didn't have leap years, so they slowly fell behind. So just in the like October 1st, he says, okay, now tomorrow is October 15th. You skipped 2 weeks in the calendar.
I think it's a good idea.
No, it's a bad idea. It makes it really messy.
We'll do 2020 again. We'll all be 2 years younger.
Oh, is AG gone?
You don't like that idea? We could all be 2 years younger?
No, because it would be artificial. Yeah, we can raid AZ. He's just poking around it. He's doing some crafts and stuff still. Which is the button for that?
No, let's just go back to 2013.
What's he doing? Oh, he's still working on a derpy plush. He's not even there right now. That's perfect. So when we get there,
gonna raid him, and he's
yes.
not even there.
Like you, what do you got to do? What can we do? What's a weird thing to talk about? Because he'd be really weird about it. Cucumbers. I think cucumbers. I was going to say pickles, but we've done pickles.
No, well then cucumbers are pickles. Talk about
Your microphone's muted you.
Well, Ike, just go in there and say,
hand over the pony butts.
Hand over the pony butts. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
That's right,
Demand pony butts.
Yes,
That sounds. I was trying to think of a different way to say that, but demand pony butts. We'll do that.
Yes.
Oh wait, did I cancel
pony
it?
butts.
I did. Okay. Hold on. I guess I have to wait for this thing to get done.
He has lots of them.
He has lots of them, but then there's plenty to
butts.
give. It's like when you bring the bubble gum for the class. Let me switch to Kitty here for now.
Meow.
Well, we'll head over there. If you want some free channel points, stick around. So you can do Michael raids like Alex did. So, otherwise, thank you to people that cheered and followed. Thank you for the cheers to Sir Edward. Thank you for the follow to Party Like I was going to say a narcissist, but Party Like an Artist. It says Nardist. And to Mr. at 426, and thank you for the resub to Night Nation. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. So,
And a happy new year.
all right, and then we'll go say hi to AZ now. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.